As we begin to cautiously open up during COVID-19, you'll probably find yourself waiting in a few lines, maybe some long, slow-moving lines. So you have a couple choices. You can either get frustrated, or you can spend the time scrolling through your social media feed, maybe getting stressed out by that, or maybe you can try practicing some yoga. I'm going to share with you a couple of things I've tried while standing in line. Idea number one. I call this one stealth and strength. It's for you yogis who'd like to practice incognito. You don't want anyone else standing in line knowing what you're up to. So let's begin in mountain pose. So feet under hips, about 2 fists between your feet. And we'll just begin swaying a little bit forward and back, maybe side to side. Basically trying to find that kind of middle balanced position over your feet so that you're standing, you feel all the edges of your feet. And then turn our attention to our ribs. We want to be sure they're not jutting out, and a nice tucked in core. And then we're going to take a big shoulder roll and plant the shoulder blades down on the back. Then grow nice and tall through the crown of the head, chin just a little bit back. We're trying to stack our head over top of our spine. So in a nice comfortable position, and then the palms can open slightly to the front. Just get comfortable here. This should feel nice and balanced. Soften your gaze, and then begin, focus on your breath. Full inhale, chest, ribs, belly expand. Full exhale, belly, ribs, chest knit back in. Full inhale, full exhale. And you just continue deep breathing until the next time the line steps forward and you set it all up from the ground up once again. If thoughts and emotions come, acknowledge them and let them go, and then return to your breath. Maybe you'd like to layer on just a little bit of extra challenge. So we'll do a little balance work here. Shift the weight to your right foot. Grow nice and tall through your right side body from your hip to your ribs. Feel that expanding, lengthening. And then we're going to inhale. Left foot comes up any amount off the earth. So just grow nice and tall and lift the foot. And then exhale, grow nice and tall through the left side body and lift the right foot. So you can see from the front, I'm really working to make sure my hips don't jut out as I lift. Keep them as stable as possible. So inhale, shift the weight to your left foot, grow nice and tall, and then lift the right foot. And then exhale down, inhale, shift the weight to your right foot, and inhale up with the left. Trying to grow nice and tall through the right side body, and then exhale back down. You just practice either the gentle breathing or the balance and strength as long as you'd like. Idea number 2. This one is 7 movements of the spine. We practice this in nearly every yoga class for our spine health. So let's begin again in mountain pose as before, finding that balanced position, spine elongated and strengthened, and then pause with your breath. On your next inhale, sweep your hands above your head, interlace your fingers and turn your palms up. And then we'll begin slowly reaching the arms a little bit back, the gaze up, a little back bend here. Next exhale, reach leaning toward the left side of your body. Reach from the palm of the hand down through the sole of the foot on the right side body. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, leaning to the right side body, lengthening the left. Coming back to center, and we're going to take it to a twist. So rotating arms forward and back to the right. Inhaling back to center, rotating toward the left. Inhaling back to center, another time in each side. Open right and open left. Coming back to center, bringing the hands to shoulder height, arms in front of you. We're going to crisscross our arms and place our palms together. Interlace the fingers and draw the hands toward the chest. On an exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale. Inhale. Crisscross the hands the other way. Exhale. Feel the space between the shoulder blades expand. Inhale. Place the shoulder blades back on the back. Exhale. Inhale. And after you've done this a few times, allow your hands to come down to your side and just breathe fully and deeply. We've taken ourselves through all the different movements of our spine. Idea number 3. I call this one slow and steady. It's balance. So, begin like we did before, setting up a nice stable mountain pose. And then we're going to take our hands to our hips, kind of wrap them around, get nice and strong. And we're going to shift our weight to our left foot and bring the right thigh parallel to the earth. Flex the foot so as if you're standing on it. Grow nice and tall through the left side of the body and begin settling your gaze a few feet in front of you and settling your breath. So once you feel nice and stable here, then you can take your left arm to the outside of your right knee and begin opening the chest. And you might find that this is enough. Just steady your breath and work with balance here. When you want to add on an extra layer of challenge, you can bring your left arm behind you, right arm behind you, and your left arm in front of you. Again, steady your breath. And then maybe You allow your gaze to slowly float to the back hand and to the front hand. You can do that as many times as you'd like, and then step out. Let's do the other side. So hands on your hips, get nice and strong. Inhale, shift the weight to the right foot and bring the left thigh parallel to the earth. Flex the foot. Get the breath settled. Gaze a few feet in front of you. And when you're feeling nice and steady, take your right hand on the outside of your left knee and begin opening the chest. Breathe here. And if you're ready for the extra layer of challenge, you can take your left arm behind you, your right arm out in front. Just pause here. And maybe you allow your gaze to shift and float between one hand and the other. Very slowly. It's more challenging than it looks. So be patient. That's why we call it a practice. Once you've done that a few times, just pause in mountain. Allow your breath to settle. Couple of full breaths here. Allow your energy to come down. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you've enjoyed these ideas for what you might do while standing in line for your overall health and well-being. Namaha. Namaste.